Hello everyone, this is Luke, and you're watching OPKGaming. So, you may be wondering, it's a teensy bit quieter, or maybe it's not, I don't know. But it's a teensy bit quieter than my previous videos, and the reason why is because I had to turn the gain down. I noticed that when I was talking, there would be this weird echoey thing from my microphone, so when I'd say a word, you'd hear a slight echo in the background. And so I turned the gain down, and it actually seemed to fix it. So yeah, so this is Luke, and you're watching OPKGaming, and we are continuing off with our Minecraft Modcraft Let's Play. And where we left off, I was working on moving everything in here to my new base. Because, actually, I'm going to leave this stuff here, but I'm going to move these, actually, you know what? They're fine. I think they're fine. So, yeah, that's the plan. And also, I believe that this thing was... Nope, it's not getting any diamonds. So, obviously, it's off. Maybe not. Maybe it's not on. I mean, wow. Okay, so, yeah, I was going to place the MFE that I just created. That's right, I remember now. Yeah, it's still gaining just a couple, so I'm going to have to make it, I'd say, a second slower. I know, I keep making it slower. Actually, let's do that. And see if it actually stays even. Let's see. Let's give it a couple seconds. It should hopefully be slowing down. I hope. And yes, now you can see they're coming in slower. No, it still looks like it's growing, I believe. Man, I'm going to have to make it a lot slower to keep up. But of course, someone suggested that I make a gem of eternal density, which I will do as soon as I start getting some more dark matter. Because it takes 2 dark matter, and I only have 1. So I'm going to have to wait for these dark matter blocks to convert into dark matter. But that will take a while, of course. I didn't expect it to be right instantaneous. And now we're going to go head over to that amazing looking building over there that has a cool little design on the top of it. I'm just being sarcastic, of course. It looks kind of ugly. I'm probably going to have to put something around that to make it look better. Because, yeah, it doesn't look nice. Okay, let's actually do that now, because I am such a perfectionist. Let's see. Oh, I like all the basalt cobblestone. I think I'm going to cook it and make it look awesome. Yes. And turn it into bricks, because I like the bricks for the basalt. Let's go up here, and let's go ahead and... Why not just make a tower? What the heck? I don't see why not. And I'll just make it up to the level of the solar panels. Put one there. And one more. There we go. So now I can just stack this up. Oops. Well, it looks like I'm already out. Of course, cobblestone, the one thing you never expect to run out of, you always run out of. I just don't get it. Oh, here you go. Found some. Yay. I guess I didn't run out. Hurrah. Okay, let's go over here. Let's go over here. And now, one more. It's not interfering with the solar panels, but it is still usable. So, actually, no, I should probably make it one lower, just so I can increase the size of it later if I want to. There we go. So now we are golden. I need to find out how to get down here. Ooh. Awesome. 10 points for me. Oops. Dropped some sand. I'm such a perfectionist, I have to put this sand back. Yep, I know, I hate it. I hate it. And now I'm going to go place my MFE, because I actually have one now. See, isn't this much more organized than it was before? Remember how crappy it was? So yeah, that is nice. That looks great. I mean, this is kind of a little eyesore, but of course you can just do this. And then seal it off, which is awesome. So now it's just a little hole in the wall. Probably like these areas up. You have to do that. Sweet. Now it's my little puppy's barking. I think he's mad at something. And now, of course, we can go hook up the MFE so it'll collect power. I'm going to put the MFE near the end over here, just so... Oops. Just so I can work with it more easily. So let's go ahead and have it facing up like that. And now, of course, Actually, you know what? I'm going to have it. Let's get out whoever... Oh, there they are. Copper cables. And let's make sure to not fail and get rid of it. So let's hope it doesn't... Okay, good. It's fine. Ooh, I'd be so mad if it broke. Okay, so now we hook that there, and then the MFE, of course. Awesome. So now... Cobble. And I could probably raise it up. I don't see why I don't. Oh, no. Are you kidding me? Did it? Okay, good. Whew. Thought I made machine block. I was just about to kill something. Probably a small, defenseless pig. No, I wouldn't kill a small, defenseless pig. I'd kill a big, defenseless pig. And now it is done. Wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember now about that. So now, see? Look at that. That is so nice and organized. It's awesome. I love it. And this is not heating up like it's supposed to. Weird. I'm guessing it's because it's not getting enough power. So let's go ahead. Actually, let's take the bronze. And I might as well just put that in there. What the heck? And let's go see what I am... Oh, hello. Copper. Let's cook the copper. Probably should cook it in here. There we go. Oops. Wait, what is that? Copper? That is copper. So why wouldn't it let me put it in? Weird. Okay. Well, now it has some heat. But it's still being dumb. Okay. Well, whatever. I'm just gonna worry about that later. And, oh, see, the MFE is actually getting some power now. So let's go ahead and charge this battery. And I'm going to have to remake a lap pack because I was told that the lap pack is, well, dumb and glitched. And so it failed epically and completely screwed me over. So, yeah. We're going to have fun doing that. Okay, let's see what I can do now. Of course, we should go place the equivalent exchange stuff down. Or whatever equivalent exchange stuff I have. Seeing I don't have much, I'm just going to go work on Buildcraft. Do I have any Buildcraft stuff? I don't. I'll just use the pump, but I honestly don't have... Oh, hello. I have a lot of diamonds. I love my diamonds. They're like my little kids. Wrench. I have... Wow, I'm lacking a lot of stuff. Well, I think that this mod... Industrial craft is the best with machines, but because Buildcraft is mostly for building, obviously, hence the name. And equivalent exchange, I have most of the machines over there, and they're already being used. If I move them, they'll be messed up, so I'm not going to move them. And yeah, so this huge place, I'm probably going to leave to Buildcraft and put like pipes everywhere, you know, stuff like that. And I'm going to get more of these machines and probably have like 4 of the induction furnaces and then like just 4 of these and just, you know, stuff like that. So actually I need to make some more solar panels for my awesome thing, you know, what I'm talking about, I hope. And let's get out some coal because you need to make coal dust. So let's go ahead and macerate the coal dust. And let's add some more iron. Wait, what is that? Oh, it's tin. Okay, that makes more sense. And let's go ahead and cook this tin. Okay, cool. So now we will cut. Okay, so something ironic happened. And, well, while recording this, I accidentally failed. And while recording, I actually got... I forgot to turn, because I was recording Trine before, that video should be up by now, and I forgot that I turned on the option to both record Windows sound and also the exterior audio, and so it was echoing, like really bad echo, so I decided to just do a complete voiceover for this entire video. Yes, I know, it's pretty hardcore to do that, but I love you guys, I love you enough to do it. And here I was talking about how, and okay, so here I am actually building my first pump. I found the oil well, and I was talking about how I was happy to find it, and I decided to move it 2 blocks over, like basically in the middle of the oil, and how I was talking about how it takes a lot of energy to use the engine. So I made it high, and then it automatically actually goes down. So you can see it actually starts doing that immediately. And I was like, oh no, does that mean it's going to start pumping and I don't have enough waterproof pipes? But no, it doesn't start pumping until you actually put energy to it. And I was like, ah, crap, I messed that up. So I ran and jumped and caught it midair like a badass. And so here I decided to go pump it over, you know, just because I'm cool like that. And I was talking about how I need to go get more waterproof. So I ran back to my base with my cacti, whatever you decide to call it. And I ran over there, which took forever. I don't know why I didn't cut it out. Oh, I think I didn't cut it out because I was talking about how how I'm going to go get the cactuses, and then after that I'm going to make the waterproof pipes, and after that I'm going to get more steam engines and redstone engines. And then after that, I'm going to go actually work on my quarries, because my quarries, someone told me that if I leave them, I guess you can say, unprotected, if you don't put any water flowing down, then they will actually encounter lava, and the lava can fill the entire bottom potentially, and that lava will actually completely stop your drilling. So I put water later, you'll see that in a little bit, and I did that. Yeah, so keep watching, and you can see I make more pipe waterproof for the pipes. And I was talking about how I was like, oh my gosh, how do you put the waterproof on? And so it's actually pretty easy. Just get the pipe, your cobblestone pipes or whatever pipe you want to use, and you can use any pipe except for obsidian, I believe. You can use diamond, you can use water. So yeah, and then you just put it in, and that you have to put it on top, because it won't work unless you put it on top for some reason. And so I grabbed a whole bunch more. I think I actually cut in a little bit to when it has a lot more. And also, because yeah, so right now I only have 4, and I was just like, I need to cut more out, and I mean get more. And so you have to put it in the middle, and it only works, yeah, so you have to put the pipe in the middle, and you have to first make the pipe waterproof, and then the pipe has to go below the waterproof. And then after that, let's go ahead and cut now. Okay, so here I actually got enough waterproof to make a lot of pipes for the waterproof pipes. But then I was talking about it, I was like, well, I could make it run all the way over here, and that would work, but I don't think it'd work as well if I got, well, the teleport pipe. So if I get teleport pipes, it'll actually transfer everything over. And for some reason, I seem to be frozen. Let me check. Okay, well, it was frozen because it kind of cut in between videos, and that's why it didn't show me anything new. But the audio still works. So I'm running over here with the waterproof pipes that I made, all 48 of them, and I actually make a whole bunch of the tanks. So I made, I think, 6 tanks, but then I ended up failing big time once I made them. So tanks are made with glass all around like that, pretty simple. So I make 6 of them, 1 the first round and then 5 the next. And with those, I then, oops, let's go ahead. You can make I think it's no. It makes oil, it makes fuel from oil. I forgot what it's called, but I'll find it out in a second. And that thing will actually let you work over long periods of time. No. Fuel is more efficient than oil, but it takes a lot of energy to convert fuel to oil to fuel, sorry. And you can see that in a second. So I'm probably gonna have to cut a little bit out of this episode. I know, I'm sorry. It was originally something like 30 minutes, but unfortunately, because of my idiocy when recording, that I completely cut out an entire section of it. I mean, obviously I didn't render. So this is basically just a voiceover talking about what I did in the video. And so here I was like organizing everything, looking at all the tin I had. I was like, oh my gosh, do you see how much tin I have? And I was so proud of myself. And actually, I do get a lot of tin, which is awesome. But of course, I never end up using the tin until much later. Actually, I haven't even used it yet because I haven't had a need to use it. And here I was just moving stuff around, trying to organize it better, getting more diamonds, because you have to use, to make the, what's it called, the refinery, that's what it's called. The refinery, you have to have a diamond gear, you have to have 3 tanks, and 2 redstone torches. And, of course, the diamond gear is by far the most expensive thing to make. So here I go, okay, so I was actually singing a little song. I was like, to make the gears, you have to make the wooden gears, and after that you put the cobble gear, and after that you put the iron. So it's, I don't know, dumb little song like that. It's pretty funny. And so then it's gold, and then it's finally diamond. And then you put the diamond gear in the bottom, and you put the tanks like that, and then the redstone on top, and you make the refinery. And the refinery converts, of course, the oil to fuel. And so I put it right where I decided to put it, and I end up actually failing big time. I'm going to cut that part out, but I end up failing big time, and I destroy it, because if you destroy it by hand, you lose it. And I didn't know that, so I destroyed it by hand, and I ended up losing it, so I made a whole new one. So I'm going to go and cut, well, actually, I'm going to, see, I placed it down, I placed some more, oops, I didn't mean to do that. And I wanted to make sure that I didn't end up losing the pipe, because I was paranoid about the pipe, but I wasn't paranoid about the refinery, I guess. I don't know, I wasn't being smart. So I clear out this area as well, and then I run out of energy for my drill. Yeah, so kind of sucks once you're out of energy for it, because then it's basically useless. It still drills, but really, really slowly. And I put the refinery, then I put that down, and I put the refinery there. And I was like, oh no, I want to replace it, and then I break it and just fail like that. So I'm going to cut real quick. So here I made the new one, and as you can see, I was very proud of it. I was flaunting it off. I was like, oh yeah, I made a new refinery. Check it out, guys. And this one I was like, okay, I need to make sure that I don't break it by hand. Because if you break it by hand, of course, it disappears forever. So yeah, you're kind of screwed. And then I was like, okay, well, how am I going to do this? So let's find out what I have to do. And then I found out you have to power it with either steam engines or with the combustion engines. So yes, that was what I figured out. And so now here I actually put a waterproof pipe over to some tanks, and I stack them up like 5 high or something like that. And then the tanks are then, of course, because I wasted all the tanks because of my idiocy. So I make, I think, 5 tanks. Yeah, I have just enough for 5 tanks. And then with the 5 tanks, I stack them up, because I'm awesome like that. And I stack them up 4 high, and I leave 1 extra in my inventory, in my bag. And then, see, I jump up, place it up there. Of course, I end up never actually needing it to be that high. And I was like wondering, I was like, what the heck is with this thing? How is it not working? And because I wasn't sure how it works. So then I remember that you have to pump, you have to first power it. So I go make a whole bunch of engines. And I think I make some like, actually no, I make powered engines. No, powered pipes, sorry. Powered pipes, you can't use cobblestone. It's only stone, wood, and gold. Those are the only ones that can actually make power pipes. And I scroll down right here to show you how to make them. And it's just, of course, redstone on top and then a pipe below. See, it only works with 3 kinds of pipes. So I get the wooden pipes first. Actually, no, I get gold pipes first. So I'm like, what? Why isn't it working? It's supposed to be working. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. Maybe I should actually use the gold pipes. So I run over and I get my gold pipes out. Actually, no, iron. Iron doesn't work either. You have to use gold, or it's gold or nothing. No, gold, stone, and wood, or nothing. So I was like, okay, wood, stone, and gold. Wow, that's kind of dumb. So I figured it out, of course, because I'm a genius like that. And I go over, open it up, and I'm like, oh, wooden transport pipe. Okay, let's try this out. So I just open it up, get the pipe, put the redstone on top, and bam, conductive pipe. And so I was like, hey, I'll make it out of gold, because gold's the most efficient. Gold only loses 0.01% of its energy per block of travel. So if you want to, you could probably have it travel like an insane distance, and it still won't lose all of its power. And also, if I get the teleport pipes, it'll actually lose even less energy, which is awesome. So yeah, I work on getting, I believe teleport pipes will transfer energy. I'm pretty sure about that. And so now I'm just like, okay, what do I do? And I go over, wait. Okay, so I go ahead and make some steam engines. And the steam engines are different from every other engine, obviously, for the reason that they, well, actually, they'll power it, but they really suck against, I mean, with the refinery. Because if you have it against a refinery and a pump, it'll actually overheat very quickly. It's actually insane how quickly it overheats. So actually, I'm going to cut this part out because all I do is run over there to go sleep. So after waking up, I decide to get some of the Mobius fuel that I'm going to use for the engines, and I get way more than I need. I'm like, oh, I should probably get like 32 because it may take forever, and it never ends up using that much energy. And also, I found that there's some lapis lazuli left in the machine that didn't get filtered, and so I decide to just put it in the slot with the coal and sand, so it'll filter in with those. And also, I decide to just run over back to my base. Actually, no, not to my base, sorry. I decide to, actually just watch. I go over here and run back over into my base for some reason. Let's find out why. To make sure, oh, that's right, to make sure that everything's running well. And I was like, okay, so I need to make sure that's not overflowing. Good, there's still plenty of room in all of these. And so now I can actually go, I'm going to go run back over to the little base over there. And I was also checking on these to see how far they were. And actually, in a little bit, they're almost going to be done, which is awesome. See, the sucky thing is I have to do a voiceover for 2 entire episodes because I completely failed my audio in 2 episodes, and I do not want to redo the episodes. So I'd rather just do a voiceover thingy, you know, stuff like that. And then I also make copper... No, what was I going to do here? Let's see. I was going to... I know you guys are like, hey, you're supposed to watch your video before you comment over it. It's like, well, I did actually, but I have very short memory to remember it. And I run back over to the base, and then I put in the Mobius fuel into the engines. I put 2 engines on the pump, and I put 3 engines on the converter. No, not the converter. That red thing right there, that thing. So I put a whole bunch. I put 32 on each one, which is way overkill. And I decide later that I don't even need that much. But the funny thing is, those engines will overheat like crazy. It's insane. Because if you don't power them correctly, I guess, I mean, if you don't have them set to the refinery, or it's a refinery, if you don't have it set to a refinery by the conduction pipes, then it'll actually overheat super quickly. And that's what I do later, because as you can see, nothing's working. So I have to actually go and get the oil, and it's weird, like when I went in the water, I bounced, and I was just like, whoa, that was weird, why did I bounce? So I tried it again, and it didn't bounce that time. I was just like, okay. And so now I'm like thinking, I'm like, okay, how am I gonna put the pipes, the steam engines down on the pump? And so what I do is I get out the wood, yes, and I set it next to the pipe, like right next to it. Just actually, that was kind of a dumb placement of the wood. So I place a pipe there, and then I place another one on that wood. And then I was like, okay, well now how am I going to turn them on? I have fuel in them, but how am I going to turn them on? So I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, doing some guesswork. Oh, wait a minute, I can of course just place wood. And also I was talking about how I never have redstone. I mean, seriously, I always have I'm always low on redstone. I don't know why, I just never have it with me. And I make some sticks with the redstone torches, pretty simple. And then here I get rid of the wood, and I was like, oh, it's gonna take too long, chainsaw. And so I cut the wood, and then I places the wood 2 over, or yeah, 1 over, place the torches, and bam, it starts running. And I was like, oh cool, you can see how it's pumping like that. And I was talking about how I didn't think it would look like that when it's pumping, not like an angle like that. And I was like, what is with the, oh, that is so weird. And yeah, so that's me thinking. And pumps work, in that they find a random thing of liquid in a certain area, and then it pumps it up. And as you can see, the thing is really weird, and it's like one's going up and the other's going down. Sometimes it's red and purple and whatever. And look, the machine's already like orange, and it actually started getting red, and that's not good. So I was just wondering, I was like, what in the heck is wrong with this? So I was freaking out because I was like, okay, it shouldn't be orange this early. And so I cut these down and actually moved them to store some oil because the thing overfilled and couldn't store anymore. So I placed it right next to it, right there. I'm like, okay, where should I place it? Left, right? I'll just place it there. And so as you can see, it starts pumping in, making it much easier on myself. And I was just looking at that. I was like, okay, that should not be overheating. Why the heck is it overheating? And so I'm just like, okay, I'll have to watch it to make sure it doesn't overheat. And it actually does end up overheating, unfortunately. So you can see that, okay, purple means that it's moderately powered, it's going kind of fast. Red means it's super slow. And then the fastest is blue. And I was just like, okay, so you can see it's working, it's pumping, it's turning into oil. And I was wondering, I was like, okay, why the heck isn't it going into the pumps? And so I was to the other pipe thing. You see the thing on the right? That right there. And so I was wondering, I was like, why is it not going into there? And so I was like, okay, maybe I have to put redstone power to it to get it to pump out. And I mean a redstone engine. And I was thinking, I was like, okay, so let's go get a redstone engine and place it right next to it. And I was like, okay, no redstone engines. I'm gonna have to go make one, of course. And I'm gonna cut that out. Okay, sorry for cutting the last two parts out, but they were just kind of pointless and they didn't really show much. But as you can see, it's already red, and if I let it go any longer, it would overheat. So that is not good. And so I decided, I'm just like, okay, well, if it's not supposed to be red. I know that it is not supposed to be overheating like that if it's powering something. So I'm doing some investigation. I get rid of that redstone engine, and I'm just super annoyed how always the sand also disappears. And I didn't realize until later that actually nothing will pump out even with a redstone engine unless, and I decided to place it under to test it. I was like, maybe it has to be under, gravity and stuff like that. And I placed a redstone torch. But no, it won't pump out unless it's a waterproofed wooden pipe. And so yeah, that's what I end up figuring out in a couple seconds. And also I destroy the the steam engines, because the steam engines, I mean, if you look at the other one, you can see it's also running red, like super fast. It's not supposed to be doing that. That is for sure. And so I'm just like, okay, what in the world is going on? It's not connecting to anything. So I'm just like, okay, well, let me go figure this out. And I go onto the website, and I see, actually, I grab all the Mobius fuel, because I'm like, okay, I don't need the Mobius fuel. So, and then you see over here, this one's just running like crazy. It is not supposed to be doing that, I promise you. So I'm just like, screw it, I'm just going to destroy everything over here, because everything's done, all the oil's gone. So I destroyed that, and I'm like, oh no, did it break? No, it didn't break. Good, okay. And I break that, and I break that, which, see, it takes a while because my engine was out of, my drill is out of, my drill is out of fuel. And so I'm like, oh, dang it, it's already almost night. Grr. And so I'm like, okay, I'll have to figure this out the next episode. So everyone, please stay tuned for me to figure this out the next episode. This is Luke. You have been watching OPKGaming. Actually, no, that isn't yet, but I'll do that in a second. So I'm still wondering what the heck is with this. And so I go online in a bit. Maybe it's the next episode. I'm not sure exactly. So yeah, I was like, screw it, whatever. Alright, this is the end of this episode, everyone. I have been failing epically, and it is almost night, so I need to go take a nap. And I'm like, okay, where's the bed? Bed. The bed's in the top right. Found it. And I was like, okay, everyone, thank you all for watching. This is Luke. You have been watching OPKGaming. Hope you all have a very nice day.